Well, ladies, as of April 25th, we hit the 100,000 community member mark, 100,000 subscribers, a big milestone that YouTube recognizes with the coveted silver play button award. You guys, this is actually a really nice plaque. It feels like it weighs about 2 pounds, and you get a personal letter from the CEO. I know he stayed up late into the night constructing this. Thank you, Neil Mohan. Penning it, erasing, not quite right for Shelli Pelly, penning it again. If you've been with me before we hit 100,000, you are my OGs. You are my originals, the foundation upon which all else is built. And as we continue to grow and evolve, your OG status and my gratitude continue to be the cornerstone of our community. Today, I wanted to share 7 key things that I did to hit 100,000 subscribers. Not to brag, because let's be honest, that's really flippin' annoying. I really wasn't going to say anything about the 100,000 subscribers, but so many of you have generously recognized it that I wanted to talk about it. A lot of the things that I did are universal principles that you can apply to your own goals, whether you want to be a YouTube creator or build a team based on your own specific vision. Use these 7 as a springboard as you see fit. Number 1, define your vision. What do you want to create? What does it look like? What is the energy? What is the vibe? The type of team or community that you are envisioning. This is your rudder. This will guide who you allow in and who you don't. Decisions you make, big and small, the path you choose and those you don't, all of which should align with your original vision. My vision, when I started Annie Parker Confidential, I envisioned a warm, safe environment where women could drop their guard and leave all the ickiness, the chaos, the stress of the outside world at the door, come into my living room, and we could just talk, chat, have fun, and enjoy each other. And of course, no judgy eyes ever. That was really important to me. I have personally felt judged my entire life. And so that was a big thing that I wanted with this community. I didn't want there to be any sense of not being able to be your best authentic self for fear of being judged. Just as important to defining what you do want is defining what you do not want. Doing so allows you to immediately recognize those things that pose a threat to your vision. For example, anything to do with politics is not allowed in our community. No exceptions. That doesn't in any way mean that we are oblivious to what's going on in the world. It simply means this isn't the place for it and we all need a break. Know your why. This might sound really nebulous, but it's really not. Your why is just that, the main reason that you do what you do, also known as your primary driver. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, what gives you that energy surge, that extra push that gets you through days that feel a little more difficult than others. My primary driver, my why, is quite simply to make a positive difference in women's lives by sharing things that I love with candor and authenticity. The more successful you become, the more offers come your way. Understanding your why helps you to quickly navigate yes or no. Let's say a brand offers me a ton of money to recommend and endorse their product. After trying it, I think, it's not awful, but I probably wouldn't buy it. Knowing that my why is operating with candor and authenticity makes it an easy no, hard stop. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You've probably heard this a million times. You will invest a lot of time and a lot of energy without immediate results. That can feel incredibly disheartening, but remember, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Most of you know that for a very long time, I ran sales organizations in the software industry. The biggest difference between the least successful salespeople and my most successful salespeople wasn't intelligence, talent, it wasn't even luck. The difference was persistence. Those who failed quit when they didn't see results quickly enough. The most successful just kept going, putting one foot in front of the other, keeping their nose to the grindstone until their work started paying off. Think of a big empty water tank behind a curtain. You can't see the water tank, but with each and every step that you take, a bucket of water is being poured into that tank. At a certain point, the tank is full and starts overflowing. That's when you start seeing all of the fruits of your labor. That's when you start reaping success. The ones who fail quit when the tank is only half full, even worse, right as it's about to start producing. Listen, for a very long time, nobody cared about my videos. Nobody. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. And you know what? Crickets. I had a handful of views, 0 comments, very few likes, and the comments I did have were normally from my family, let's be honest. Thanks, Mom. Sometimes I would feel down about it, for sure, but then just as quickly I remembered my own advice. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep doing what you're doing. Put one foot in front of the other. Learn as you go. Just keep going. I remember the first 80 subscribers that I had, and I thought, oh my gosh, 80 people are subscribing to my channel. It's so exciting. My overall attitude was put one foot in front of the other. I'm not going anywhere. Stick to your lane, also known as defining your niche. Look, nobody on this earth can be all things to all people. It's impossible. So don't try and do it. People can sense fake a mile away, especially women. Have you ever had, like my husband will say, oh, so-and-so's great. And I'm going, oh no, there's something wrong in Rome. And guess who's always right? So don't try to be something that you're not, or talk about boring subjects just because you think it's trending. If you're talking about how to rebuild your carburetor, when what you really want to talk about is spring style trends, they're gonna know. You're not gonna resonate with people and you're not gonna gain any traction. Instead, choose an area that you authentically love. People will be attracted to your energy, your excitement, and your authenticity. That's how you build a good team. Y'all know that Oliver and I do not have kids. You will never see me trying to talk about mom topics. It's completely out of my lane. Honestly, it doesn't interest me. And the ladies who are interested in that type of stuff, there are a ton of really good, talented mom bloggers that you're gonna be able to get better information from, and it's gonna be authentic because that's what they love to do. And when you're ready for style, beauty, and wellness, come back here. Saying no to toxic people. Okay, a few years ago, there was a big debate among YouTube creators about whether or not to keep nasty, rude comments up on your channel. You can imagine my stance on that one. In short, the more comments on your video, the better it is for you as a creator. YouTube's algorithm sees that as a high engagement rate on your videos. So because of this, many YouTube creators were allowing rude, mean comments to stay posted on their channel and allowed the perpetrator to continue doing so, thinking it looks better for the algorithm. I took the complete opposite stance. You know, there's one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. Since both my vision and my why are about creating a positive, safe, kind space for women, I immediately did and do block and ban anybody that violates that. Does that mean that maybe I grow slower? Probably, but I don't care. I don't want that kind of toxic crap, for lack of a better word, on our channel. We may initially grow slower, but we grow better with a community aligned with our values. I also had a very strong feeling that allowing rude, nasty comments to stay posted has a chilling effect on the rest of the community. You know, we all read each other's comments, and when you see people being mean and nasty, your immediate thought is, I'm just not gonna say anything. And that's not happening. Be dependable. We all know this, right? Tell people what they can expect from you and then do it. If you say new videos every Tuesday and Friday, that doesn't mean unless I'm on vacation or unless I kind of really didn't feel like it. Building a strong team means building trust, and part of that is just being true to your word. Trust through authenticity. Authenticity and integrity are the foundation upon which your team, your community is built. Those who are in it for a quick buck or to be famous rarely last. From time to time, they might get a big pop or a lot of notoriety, but 10 years from now, 15 years from now, even 5 years from now, are they still going to be here? Probably not. Focus on the bigger plan, the longer term, and let that be your guide. You don't want to win the battle, but lose the war. But you know what's even worse than that? Missing my next video, so be sure to check this one out, especially for you. And until a couple days from now, I'll talk to y'all soon, and thank you for your continued love and support. Love each and every one of you.